All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Welcome to the Stop and Listen podcast. I am your host, Jamie.
What's up, Smokey?
Nothing.
Okay, I think I figured it out. As I've always would say, how you doing? Like, I don't know what to say after I introduce myself. So now I'm going to pause so I can insert audio drop. So in case you haven't heard, our world is still kind of on fire. I got a main point I want to hit on here in a moment. If my computer doesn't break. Posted by Wall Street Silver. Welcome to X, the free speech platform. They're posting a meme of, I'm in a cult. Now, first off, can we not spell yeah right? It has an H on the end, and we can't do an apostrophe, and I'm not affirm for that. I disavow that. I was wearing a shirt yesterday, Don't Tread on Me shirt, the Gadsden flag type shirt. It is so difficult to find one of those shirts that have the apostrophe in don't. And they read, "Don't tread on me." I can't buy it. I have one that has the apostrophe. So, my senator from Missouri, Josh Hawley. Josh Hawley had an interesting post. Man, I went to the gym today. I have diverticulitis. The old "don't trust a fart" saying. There are conditions that extend that beyond a fart. I didn't poop myself. I'm just saying. I just I didn't like the way the signs and the signals that my body was giving me, so I had to come
on this area. It's as you can see behind me.
So Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri flew out to the shooting, which is pretty odd. It happened less than a week ago, and it's not still a crime scene, isn't it? Odd.
As you can see behind me, this is the roof the shooter was on. It is a very low roof, and it is very close to the fairground. I mean, it's right here. The president's stage was right over there, 150 yards or something away. And it's no wonder people could see him because this roof is low. This building is really close in, and it's totally exposed. I mean, right where I'm standing, there were gobs of people. So it's no wonder.
So apparently the person, who owns that building is like, would have sided with the shooter far more than the victim. Say that.
That lots of folks saw.
And that's creating some conspiracies. I have one. I have a new conspiracy, like it's on my phone, but I've recently gotten into day trading stocks and so forth, building a portfolio, and to get myself acquainted with them, I'm listening to a few different podcasts. I found one that's like Market Watch, and it's like a minute long, and I'll just give you a quick update. It's kind of give me a general idea. And I just was like, what am I doing? I haven't seen anything this week. And I look back, the last day that they aired anything, which they would do multiple episodes a day, was last Friday, the day before Trump was shot. They put 2 episodes out that day, and I listened to both of them. And, I mean, nothing crazy, but, I mean, they were very explicit that Trump is going to make the economy worse. The tariffs, and they basically seemingly trying to frighten people, because it's like, well, why would you think our economy is going to get worse if it was so good under his first term? Like, that doesn't quite add up. But, my computer, like, I got this laptop, the freaking screen is about to fall off.
The question is, why didn't law enforcement see him get on the roof? Why didn't they see him on the roof? Why didn't they go up and confront him before he started shooting, or before he got on the roof when he was all in this area? It's so close together. It's hard to understand.
Yep. So let's stay with election stuff. And Elon Musk tweeted this. A bell curve of I I don't really understand what he's saying here. I liked it, though, for some reason. I don't like that one. Keith Olbermann, formerly of... I have no idea where he works, actually. He used to be on MSNBC, I think. And he also used to be on CNN. And he says, why is Trump lying about the assassination attempt? 5 days later, there's no confirmation, not even an anonymous statement from law enforcement or a medical authority that he was hit by a bullet. Why? Why lie? Well, I mean, in the footage, you instantly hear something, hear a gunshot, and then he kind of grabs his ear. There wasn't a delay where if that bullet had hit a monitor, like they're saying, and shot glass at him, there would be footage of that. There likely would be, because there's multiple angles of the shot. I mean, the one we all seen first, but there are other ones. What? It's ridiculous. Well, let's give this
after
piece
5
of shit,
days.
Let's give this piece of shit some screen time, eh? Let's see how. Well, this is insanity here.
After 5 days of no confirmation that the injury to Trump's ear in the assassination attempt was actually from a bullet, we have to now assume that they're lying about something that happened to Trump on Saturday. No one has confirmed it, and there is no good reason why no one has confirmed it. All that.
The CIA, the Secret Service has confirmed it. I think that was before he put the tweet out. I'm fairly certain.
That and much more on the Thursday Countdown edition of the podcast, now available wherever you podcast.
Could you be? I cannot imagine being a person who actually would listen to this shit. I mean, diverse perspectives is one thing, but it's like just that sounds horrible. And, of course, he got community noted. Tom Fenton. I've seen him on Tim Pool and a few other podcasts. And he seems like a very solid dude that just looks funny, doesn't he?
You're so ugly you could be a modern art masterpiece.
I don't know.
Hey, everyone. We have a security crisis exposed by the Trump assassination attempt. It is clear the Secret Service is incapable of doing its job competently to protect individuals like President Trump and even President Biden.
Okay. Why is he going down an escalator? You know, I had the idea to do this podcast, like the main topic I'm going to hit on and how I'm going to hit on it. I had that when I was at the gym and I was in the sauna. You know what I didn't do? I didn't start filming. I didn't start walking around through the gym and filming. I actually got out of the sauna, took a shower, got dressed, went to my vehicle, went to the grocery store, then I went to Lowe's because I need some super glue, and came home, and then said my piece. Or I'm saying my piece. So thanks, Tom Fenton, for the update. Why do I keep liking these posts that are stupid? Okay, I didn't even see whose account this came from. Well, it came from Kyle Rittenhouse's X account. Rittenhouse for Secret Service 2024. Yep. Dan Bongino, Kyle Rittenhouse, and the UFC roster. How about that? I'll take that. I'm going to save that one. So what is so great about Twitter? And that first post I made anyway, I wanted to rehash what I said last time. Is Elon Musk still might be the Antichrist. I'm not giving. I'm not changing from my opinion or thought. I'm not changing that thought or opinion, whatever you want to call it. But thank the Lord that Elon was able to grab hold of Twitter, because this would be a complete media blackout right now. And what's great is
that definitively that is the correct idea.
I was talking to a guy on the phone yesterday, and he's like, "Yeah, have you heard about this lady in the sunglasses that was sitting behind Trump?" And then like right after the shooting, she's filming, and everyone else is like cowering. Look, huh? All right, and like not long after I heard
look at that side by side, you go, okay, they have some comparisons. Look at that side by side, you go, okay, they have some comparisons, but you can see that Janine is bigger. And also you can see that their noses are entirely different. And then we did some even further digging, and we were able to discover who, in fact, that woman is. And I'm not going to give her name because she is a private citizen, but I will show you a photo of who was sitting in the audience that day. And by the way, she ID'd herself because she went and put videos on TikTok.
Yeah, so like they're saying she was a Fed, but that's what's great. The conspiracy quickly went out there and got solved quickly. That's what we were able to do. That's what's amazing about the internet and Twitter X, Twix, is Phil Labonte likes to call it. Oh, I didn't save a tweet of this. So the First Baptist Church in Dallas, founded in 1868. I think the building itself was a little bit after that. Was destroyed last night. We'll find out how the cover-up is going to go on that one. It was reported that they are a Trump-supporting church and aren't sorry about it. Okay, so this, I guess this is from this morning.
Good morning, I'm Joe Kelly from News Radio 1080 KRLD, and I'm back out here in downtown Dallas at the site of First Baptist Church, where last night a fire broke out in the historic chapel. The sanctuary built in 1890. This property behind me, what's left of it, has been a staple of downtown Dallas since 1890. It is listed on the state historical register as historical buildings, and frankly, there's not much left. The spire still stands, but otherwise the roof collapsed. I can tell you that now, this morning, there are investigators out here on the scene. I've seen federal agents from the ATF and the FBI.
We cannot have a country, when you hear that, you roll your eyes, or you think, oh, okay, well, we're just going to get lies. We don't know how this is going to play out, folks, but we cannot distrust our government this much.
Over my shoulder there, those are the Dallas Fire Rescue Arson investigators. They're out here this morning. I did see just a short time ago that one of the battalion leaders for the Dallas Fire Rescue took some of the church leaders in to the other building just behind my shoulder there.
Lots of smoke and fire.
We'll learn more as the days progress, but again, just a tragic loss for the state of Texas.
That might become a much more common sight around here, folks. It's not going to be pretty. We're going to have to do hard things to salvage this country. If you wanted a United States of America, it's going to be difficult. It's going to take some sacrifice. I, for a couple of years now, have been optimistic about the future possibility of the United States of Texas. But we can't run from BlackRock. They seemingly are gaining control of Bitcoin, which should be what frees us from governments, but I don't know. So go to international news. The Houthi, the terrorist organization that I believe Biden declassified it as a terrorist organization, sent a drone that bombed Tel Aviv, and Israel responded. Now, I've heard that Israel responded alone, and I've heard they responded with the English and American assistance to do this. This can't be the way, folks. This can't be the way. But back to our country falling apart. Here's what I wanted to show you. You know, I've mentioned this before. You go back and watch my first episode. It may not be pretty. I have not rewatched it. I don't know the exact date, but in August of last year, we first. So in August of last year, we saw this fella for the first time, Oliver Anthony, as we were told. His name's Chris, actually. Took the world by storm. Millions and millions and millions of views. Apparently, indie artist, and we're going to listen to this song here in a moment. Now, if you haven't heard this song before, you're about to get a treat if you have. Well, you're still going to get a treat. But this is the reason I'm doing this podcast. I watched this video over and over and over again, and then YouTube said, hey, you might like these reaction videos, which I didn't know existed. But it was people watching his song for the first time. And what I noticed, I probably watched 100 of them. No matter who the person was, man or woman, no matter what shade their skin color was, or what part of the world they were from, they were reacting in the same manner at the same points in the song, and it struck me. The people on the screens keep telling us that we hate each other, making us think it's a lost cause. And this song proved it wasn't. So now, with the populist president, Donald Trump, they tried to destroy his reputation. They impeached him. A deadly virus was unleashed into the world, coincidentally, during his administration. But then he took a couple years off. When somehow, some way, Joe Biden became the most popular president in the world. We had some trouble at the Capitol. Some people got out of hand. Some people got caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. He went away for a couple of years, and we didn't know what he was going to do. I wanted him to step away. I wanted him to turn over to the next group, but he couldn't do that. I thought he was very selfish for that. But after this, I don't think he's selfish. I think he really does love us. He loves our country. They try to keep him off the ballot. They tried to put him in jail. They've tried to bankrupt him. And now they've tried to kill him. Our president, folks. Even if you hate him, still our president. Well, I guess he's not technically our president at the moment. But either way, I want to play this song, this populist anthem. And I guess when this song was being played over and over and over again, I knew this was going to happen in my gut. It's just seeing it in real time is the hard thing to process. But Oliver Anthony, folks.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life.
This song is so amazing. Just from the first moment, just from the first moment. This song is so amazing. Just from the first moment. No, he goes.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could.
I mean, pregnant songs like people like me, people like you. Now, that was a moment that a lot of people had varying reactions to.
Just wake up.
And obviously he's not even talking about like race. There's no implication of race at all. I mean, I guess I went there. No, there's different people out there. We have different perspectives. We're different. See this? Okay, this is where it cranks up. This is where this was that nearly mic drop moment. I mean, probably a bad. That was weird.
Politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause you're...
What did they think was going to happen? They knew this was going to happen. They knew this was the reaction, folks. Yeah, I'm mad. I seen this song. I seen the reaction to it. I said, we can unite. And that's why this podcast exists. They knew what was coming. They knew what was coming. We can be united, folks. And you don't need Jesus in your life to treat your neighbor with love. But it's one hell of a guidebook. There's not really room for error. I'm going to go to church in a little bit, folks. I suggest you try to do the same thing. Read the Bible. You know what? I've decided I'm not going to read another book until I've actually read the Bible front to back. All of it. And I haven't done it. I've read all the New Testaments a few times. And I said testaments, yes. And I've read many. I read the beginning, Genesis, many, many times. I've read the smaller books of the Old Testament. And I've just not been, just struggling right now. It's hard. Some of these very complex books and hard to understand sometimes. But here's the challenge. Say if you'd like to read the Bible, you don't have much time, but you do want to accomplish that. How about this? Why don't you become an expert on the small books? There are many small books that don't take much time to read, a few pages. Be an expert on those. And then you can work on the bigger ones, like I'm doing. So, do what I did, but I didn't realize I was coming with a plan. But, I mean, it's better someone reads some of the Bible than none of it. So, and if you don't prescribe to that at all, well, yeah, you're missing out, folks. I hope someday you get to experience it. I really do. And I mean that when you give up sin, like I've given up pornography. And I never had a problem with porn. I never thought I had a problem with pornography. I wasn't watching all the time. I wasn't just there on my phone. I wasn't into getting into weirder shit. I wasn't giving myself blisters. Well, one day I was watching my favorite gal, and she reached between the legs of this other lady and grabbed her cock, and shocked me right out of it. And I've been clean. I watched like regular porn once after that, and I was just like, this is disgusting. And I felt such shame for so long. I mean, one, because I grew up Catholic, but also like these women in these videos, many of them are sex slaves. We just don't know it. And even if they're not, we shouldn't encourage them. If they had a perfectly healthy life and they're just doing this to make money, probably not the way we should encourage women to make money. And I would almost guarantee in just about every circumstance, they've had a bad life. Something's happened to them to make them want to do that. But anyway, my point is, I've given that up. I don't feel oppressed. I don't feel square, prude. I actually think more positively of women. Maybe perhaps. I mean, it wasn't. I don't look at them as just. I don't objectify them anymore. I really was. I'm more productive in my life. On a Saturday, I didn't have much to do. Well, I'll get out porn and start watching some porn for a while. I don't do it anymore. I do other stuff. So something about morality, I mean, it's a major part of it, but it's not good for your mind, folks. So whether it's that sin or other sin, people think religion is oppression. It's not. It's freedom. It really is freedom. So, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoy. And remember, the Lord spoke the universe into existence. What do you do with your words? I'll see you next time. Bye.
This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time.
This war stops now.
End the war. Bring freedom to our people.
No. No more tricks. No more lies. Only truth.
This is where we hold them! This is where we fight!